All right, welcome to Wpgw Solar I Pique documents and short videos and instructions training. This is part 2. Hopefully you've seen part 1. If you don't, you definitely want to stop and go see part 1. If you're listening to this video, you want to go do part 1. Here's a recap from part 1. Of course, we know what WPW Solar I means. We talked about this is something every time you see explanations or fire tools and systems and processes work for me, you want to repeat that verbally 7 times. Every time you cross that in any of the documents, when you come across this, you want to repeat it 7 times. Reading and listening attentive, that's a new currency. That's from a perspective to teach. Of course, you submit those in your energy bill, your personal energy bill, family and friends. That's step 1. And you got the path right here to log into your website to submit the bill, tell you exactly how to do it. Shout out to Pastor Camellia World out in Goldsboro, North Carolina. She submitted, took her through the training. She submitted the bill, did very good with it. This is what you got to understand, guys. When you get to the uploading of the bills, just take a picture. Take a picture, and you can do multiple pictures, but listen to the training. Also, if you run into some challenges where you're not able to upload, you can send it directly to the Solar Pro, and then they'll upload them for you. And remember, we're on ground floor. We're pioneers of this new vertical. Ensure when you upload your bills, if your customer has multiple pictures of the bill, you can upload the bills back to back. So you can do them back to back. Here's the game plan. Remember the game plan. Do and or schedule your first out of your 3 WW Solar I&I educational virtual grand openings your first 24, 48 hours. Pastor Camille, once again, she did that. Physical grand opening. Solar educational grand open, 3 to 8 days. This is to be profitable and achieve the optimal results. Now, this is for the people that's ready to do 50,000, 100,000, $500,000 a month, $1 million a month. This is for you. Now, if you just came in the cruise, that's fine. Then you can take your time in doing this right here. That's what you're on the cruise. But if you have some things that you really need to do and really need to make it happen now, you want to take this approach right here. And these are the individuals that I'll be working individually that want to do minimum of 50,000 a month, 100,000, $500,000. I'm working with you. The systems and processes will take care of people that want to make $5, $10, $20,000 a month, $30,000. The systems, the recordings, and the trainings will take care of that. All right. Game plan to achieve the result for your solar brokerage of 12 partners and 12 customers. That's where I focus. 12 partners and 12 customers easily position you to a minimum of $1 million a year. That's really simple. Okay. Those numbers. That's a conservative million. When I break it down into weeks, it's even more than that. 5 to 8 minute YouTube breakdown, comp plan will follow. I'm going to do something short right here and reference to the comp plan breakdown. So when individuals get to this part, they can understand a little more about the compensation plan. Not only that, I'm going to do one that's for individuals that's already successful, individuals that's already wealthy, individuals that's sharks in this industry. Sharks want to get to the money. They want to get to the details. They don't really want to hear it. As long as they know it's legit, it's real, they know you have that relationship with them, you have integrity, they vetted the program, the company, they ready to go. They want to know about that money, how you get paid. I'm going to do one for them. It may be 8 to 13 minutes or something like that right there. Okay? Now, look what we've added in reference to the compensation plan. The leadership lifestyle bonuses, of course, was ranging from $500, okay, $500 up into $9,000. That has changed. So now with 6 partners, you can get $100 residual. So 6 partners, that gets you $100 in reference to lifestyle bonus. That has changed. Okay, been enhanced, should I say? Okay, so now individuals basically they just recoup their investment easily with 6 partners, and also took care of their $49.97 that will be moving forward to run and operate the business. All right, which that equates to conservatively $300 to $500 if you went outside of Harbor Solar to have a team of individuals that actually ran your back office, where your accountant was your techie and all these other things. it would cost you well in the conservative numbers of $300 to $500, and that's very ultra conservative. Okay, so $49.97 a month is a joke. And remember, your first month is we're on Pioneer, so it's $99.97 one time, then $49.97 a month. The $49.97 a month doesn't start until when? The second month. First month is Wave. Beautiful. Now, we got the leadership bonus that's being added, the infinitive bonuses, and that's the revenue share breakdown. You see the revenue share? I actually put the breakdown up there. The percentage that you get on each generation. You can listen to that in the first video. Third generation, every generation thereafter, there it is. First in the industry to offer a leadership lifestyle bonus and industry leading recognition. No one else does this. So now this is went from, of course, qualify for 1,000, 2,000, all the way up to 25,000 to like a $500,000 a month, 500,000 monthly lifestyle bonuses. Okay. This is just additional. This is just a lifestyle bonus. It's not counting on per deals. All right. Step 2 on a recap game plan. You want to do your 120 name list. The first 12 your most successful people, your most influential people. Those are the people you want me on the line with. Never ever talk with your influential people about this program. You make the connection. We got the peaks. I'm about to go over some of those. You already have some of those, but you want to put them on the line with me. Okay? Don't you talk to them. You make the connection and then let me handle it from there. And moving forward, even in follow-ups, anything you're doing, you let me deal and talk with them. Okay? You knew. Most of the people I work with is being have high influence. Our Bishop, he's over 500 plus churches international and national. That's Bishop Harry L. Cohen. And of course, Bishop Devin Pique out in Goldsboro, North Carolina, which is part of the largest convocation, which is 150 some churches in the United Holy Church of America. So the president of the United Holy Church of America Church is in the business. We bringing them to this one as well as in 2 of my other businesses. Okay, so this is huge. So connect me to your highly influential people, your successful people, your people of influence, and people of wealth. Do your 120 name list. That's what you're going to go through. This is part 1 training right here that you see, February 12, 2024. You will see part 2 will fall right here as well. This is where part 2 is going to go. Everybody got it? Part 2 will be right under this. Next, you got the path to your solar certification to get certified. Steps 1, 2, 3, and 4. Actually 3. And you're there. Okay? Step 3, WPGW Solar Educational Session, Virtual Grand Opening, Zoom Party Experience. I already talked about it. Step 4, you want to complete at least 31 minutes of that energy training. Because, see, the deal is you want to expose people initially. You want to get to the training, but you want to expose people so you can go ahead and help people reduce those bills simultaneously you're being blessed as well. This right here is 5 bills equals 1 deal. 5 bills equals 1 deal. All right? So you submit 5 energy bill, light bill, power bill. You submit 5 on average, 1 deal is closed. Okay, for every 5. Our goal is 20 a week. That's what we're going to do. It ain't our goal. That's our mission. That's for the people that want to do 50, 100,000, $500,000, $1 million. It's 20 bills a week. If you want to do small amounts, then you just do 5 bills. If that's what you want to do. Okay? You want to do 10, that's totally up to you. A week. But this is what happens with the commissions. Average commission is $1,750 to $3,500. We go over the language of how to collect the bills. That's what we're doing. This is what part of the training is going to be. You heard it. You'll hear it in the first one. 5 bills equal 1 deal for a Solar Pro. See, Solar Print is $1,750 to $3,500. Solar Pro is $35,000 to $7,000. $3,500 to $7,000 in Solar Pro. That's the average deal. What's the difference? And you see the split? Why? Because you get a split. As an apprentice, you split with the Solar Pro. Solar Pro do their own deals and they do apprentice deals. So for our own deal as a Solar Pro, your average payout is $3,500 to $7,000. When you're splitting it with an apprentice, then there it is. So we do our own deals and you do it. Get the Solar Pro, quick, fast, and a hurry. What is Solar Pro? Solar Pro is 3 mentor deals. You want to line with a Solar Pro and those deals close, then they were successful. That's 3 mentor deals with a Solar Pro. Then you do 5 deals solo. So you do 5 deals by yourself. Of course, you will have assistance. We'll be connecting with you. Have solar pros on stand. You're going to have some assistance. Trust me. And once you do that, you're a solar pro. Okay? You'll be took your energy certification, of course, and completed that. That goes with it. Step 5. Read attentively. Please read attentively. Please. That should be B. Brief bios below. When's the best time to correct something? Now. Remember, urgency is a wealth principle. If you're taking notes, write down urgency is a wealth principle 3 times. Let's go. Your time is your currency. Your time is your money, honey. And what you do with the money is vitally and very important. Everybody with me? Let's go. We're here live from the Wpgw library. Kingdom There Titanium, Andre Waters. All right. Let's roll. Urgency is a wealth principle. You have 30 seconds left. Your time is your currency. Your time is your money, honey. And what you do with the money is vitally and very important. Your entire generation is counting on you. Win right now. Now is the time. So you want to go over my brief bio. I have 2 of them. One is the church family oriented. The other one is just a regular one. It's 2 different ones. Okay. You want to read those attentively so you know how to connect with individuals. Different individuals, certain things gonna move them. We talked about the personality types. You go back and look at video 1, part 1. 8-minute video. That's pretty good right there. 8 years ago, Mr. Jim Rohn. That's good stuff. Please listen attentively. How to work on yourself, Mr. Jim Rohn. Listen to this video. Don't get caught up and listen to 700 things that Mr. Jim Rohn did. This is the part you're supposed to do and keep it moving. Your time is your currency. Let's go. You got 10 seconds left. You should have wrote 3 times. Urgency is a wealth principle. That PRNCIPLE, correct? Not principle of the school, principle. VIP, please focus on the do not words on this yes I can document. Open that link and focus on those words, those do not words and the words to use. We don't utilize those words, presentation, meeting, all that. Stay away from those words. People run. How to appeal to different personality types I mentioned earlier. They go to the link for the personality types. And here we go, peaks and peak tools. Peak interest to make someone interested in something and want to know more about it. Making people excited and interested. Striking curiosity. Raising eyebrows. When you see the eyebrows go up, shut up. I don't like the word shut up, but you already know it rhymes, right? Some people you need to tell them to shut up after you told them to be quiet 7,000 times. But nevertheless, the reason why I say that, it rhymes. When eyebrows go up, when you see somebody do like that right there, them eyebrows go up, guess what? You pique their interest. Put a tool in their hand. Tools and systems and processes work for you. No explaining. Rookies and amateurs explain. Professionals put a tool in your hand. Make the connection, give them a tool. Ensure you utilize the WPGW tri-way communication. That's 3 ways to communicate. Call, text, and Facebook Messenger or email them. My 3rd way to communicate is on Facebook Messenger. And if you're an individual, you do a lot of social media, then your 3 ways, you might not have individuals' numbers. But you want to be staying in your warm market first. But you may get to some people you got a following on Snapchat or IG, Instagram, or what have you. And you may not have their number. Then still communicate with them 3 ways. Facebook Messenger and then Snapchat or IG or Instagram or whatever it may be. It may be LinkedIn. But connect with them 3 ways. All right? Okay. CYL equals CYL, you change your language, change your lifestyle. You definitely want to check out that 38-minute video I did before the country shut down. That was February 22, 2020. Explanations are fired. Tools and systems and processes work for me. Explanations are fired and tools and systems and processes work for me. Explanations are fired. Tools and systems and processes work for me. Explanations are fired. Tools, systems, and processes work for me. Explanations are fired. Tools are fired and tools, systems, and processes work for me. Explanations are fired and tools, systems, and processes work for me. Last time. 7, explanations are fired and tools, systems, and processes work for me. We want to peak leaders in 23 states. We have 23 states. We was at 19, we had 23, more states are being added. You want to connect with leaders. It said peak leaders in all 23 states. Let's just think about simple math, okay? Let's do some simple math. I like to do some simple math. You guys cool with that? All right, let's think about it. We got 23 states, okay? 23 states. I like to use conservative numbers. We got enough exaggerators out there, and all right, and liars. So let's be conservative here. So 23 states, let's just say on average, you got one partner in 23 states. Average payout for a solar print is $1,750. 23 states times $1,750. I'm gonna do less than that. Let's just do 23 times $1,250. I'm gonna get ultra conservative. So $1,250, we're gonna say per deal times 23 states. A partner in each state, a deal, excuse me, a bill submitted in each state, that's $28,750. On one deal. One deal in 23 states, $28,000 at $1,250. And I just used conservative number. The average payout is $1,750 to $3,500. 23 states, guys. What do we add? You guys was there at the international event in Atlanta. What an event, what an event. So what states did we add? Who'd like to tell us what states we added? You guys remember what states we added? All right, I'm gonna keep it moving. You go ahead and look and you'll figure out which one it is. I'm gone. All right, business vertical. Remember what a vertical is. We're the new business vertical. It's a term used to describe a specific industry or market that focuses on a particular niche. We are a hybrid. Harbor Solar is a hybrid. We're doing what nobody's done. Okay? Period. So we've been in the industry 7 years. That's door knocking. They're going to continue to door knock. However, November the 1st, the business vertical was added. The new business vertical. And what is that? That's the affiliate program. That's the revenue share. There is no company currently, solar company on the planet, offering revenue share. There is no company currently that the partners get paid on their own deals, just like I did on my home. I went solar, about $1,600. Everybody got it? And two, remember this right here. Once you come in this program, it's a home-based business, so now you got access to 470 plus tax deductions coded by the IRS. So now you get to write more things off. That means you get to retain and keep more of your money, honey. And what you do with the money is vitally important. Now, this is where I left off right here in part 1. So we're picking it up right here. Peak, how do I lower my light bill increase? That's all you got to ask some people if you're dealing with social media or send somebody a text. How do I lower my light bill increase? They're going like, what you mean, how do you lower your light? How do you? You just got to just pique their interest. Okay? Now, this peak right here is realtors, real estate professionals, and insurance agents. You know, realtors peak 1. You can send them this. You know, you want to remember, you want to tap into your cold market. Your warm market first. But if there's something you say, okay, I know a couple of realtors I need to connect with right now, big company, you can send them this. Great morning, congratulations on all your success as a realtor. My name is yada, yada, yada. That's if that was cold market. If it's warm market, it'd be like, great morning, Lisa. Remember, you want to change your greeting. If you greet somebody different, you got to be yourself. Hey, Lisa, congratulations. How you doing there, lady? Hey, what's up, fam? Hey, sis, how you doing? Hey, sis, congratulations on all your success. This is warm market as a realtor. Look, I help people harness power now of solar energy. Now, I was wondering, Lisa, do you have any measures in place for your current existing clients who are interested in solar solutions? Now, Lisa, you know, maybe you're not aware, I'm sure you are. This can add a strong and lucrative vertical to your platform as most of your clients will transition with the recent legislation of government incentives. Now, if that's too much for Lisa, then you don't want to say that. You don't want to talk to Lisa like that. Okay? If Lisa talk a different language, don't talk to Lisa like that. Hey, Lisa, look, girl, guess what's going down now? I'm in the solar, and I ain't playing with it. It's serious. Now, I was wondering if you are connecting your current or existing clients to solar solutions, because it's some serious money. Now, it can add big business to your platform. Not only that, can give you a competitive advantage. Do you know The legislation and governing incentives, they give them a 30% tax credit for that. They incentivizing people to go solar. It's big now, Lisa. That's how you would talk to your peoples. You saying it's synonymous what you're saying. You're saying the same things, you're saying it different. For some of your professionals, you best go with this language right here. If that was the coal market, if you were sending this to a real estate company or a realtor, okay? And look what it says. If not, I would love to partner with you to make solar more accessible to broad audience. Please let me know if you're interested. Wishing you continued success. Thank you. Then you can add this and at least say, I'm interested. And then you can say, additionally, I'll gift you, or you can say at the same time. You can say it's I'm in the same setting. I give you 500 and or your company after your solar install. And after each client solar install, I give them $300. How does that sound? Mm-hmm. Now, after 15, 30 deals are approved, then 15 to 30, depending on who you're dealing with, you're gonna increase those numbers to $1,000. $1,000 per referral. Okay, everybody got it. So after 15 to 30 deals, and you're gonna decide that number of who you're working with. For some people, it's bigger, and they're gonna get to 15 quick. So you want to tell them that number, $1,000. So we're gonna go with 1,000 increases. Now, what's gonna happen as you offer to partner with some of these individuals, these realtors, these insurance agents, nonprofit leaders? What's gonna happen is they're gonna say, "Well, hey, look, how can I get paid to make what you make?" Great question. What does that look like? Well, $99 one time, $49.97. The average split is $1,750 to $3,500. As a solar apprentice, a solar pro is $3,500 to $7,000. What? Tell me more. Hold on, let me send you some information. Oh, you got time right now? I'll send it right over. If you got time and you're dealing with that person right now, pull it up and play one of the grand openings. Whoever they're gonna connect with the most. They might connect more with Senior Vice President Miss Karen and Miss Mary's video. They might connect more with co-pastor Miss Annie. They might connect more with Mr. John. They might connect out in Atlanta. They might connect with Miss Jewel out in Charlotte. They might connect with that video. Everybody understand? They might respond to Pastor Camille's grand open video. You know, I commend and salute. I was speaking with a young lady earlier with Miss Mary, Miss Dimitri, I believe, there, Jeffries. And she was like, I went to YouTube. See, this is how world-class champions operate. She went to YouTube when Miss Mary sent her and Senior Vice President Miss Karen's grand opening. She went looking at the other information in YouTube's video. See, she's ready to get down to some serious business. You follow what I'm saying? Because she exploring what else do they have here? What else can I learn about? So any questions? Any questions? And what I have here is the videos. So when you ask somebody that, you send them video one. You know what video one is? It's a 37-second video in reference to home value. And see how I named the video? So when you send it to them, they can see this. They're going to see 37-second solar home value increase educational. 37 seconds. Realtor insurance agent is going to look at a 37-second video. There's a 38 video. Of course, 38 is same. It's actually the same video. You with me? Okay. It added another second when I uploaded the YouTube from its original 37 seconds. Then you got video 2 right here. Okay. You got video 2 right there. And video 1 supposed to be labeled. Oh, it is 37 seconds. And guys, the reason why you see different ones, you see the link and then you see the link name. You just see the link by itself. Because the reason why you see the link name, because when you're emailing someone, it looks better than that link right there that's unnamed. Okay? And if you put this link right here with a name and text somebody that, it's not going to be a hot link. It's not going to open up. It's just going to be words. However, when you put it in an email, then It'll link open right up. Okay. Also, there is a 3-minute solar investment tax credit. That's the breakdown right there. And see, right, so Miss Karen mentioned something that Miss Annie, she does taxes out there in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, that she's got some document in reference to. What was that document in reference to? Senior Vice President Miss Karen. Now, this is huge, guys. And this was one that I actually sent to one of the realtors that got her own real estate company out in Charlotte. I sent her this one. Okay.
Ready, sir?
What was that?
I said, are you ready?
Yes. What? Yes. I'll stay ready. Come on.
Okay, so that's actually the actual income tax return
Mm-hmm.
for individual who has maybe made 100,000 or something like that, and she had it calculated down pat in each one of the pages for how much you earn and how much you actually could be paying the government and stuff. And then the breakdown on how much money you're going to be getting from the incentive tax credit, which is 30%. So it has the breaking down of all the information and the numbers that you're going to be getting that much amount of money as an incentive tax credit from the government.
All right. It's called the solar investment tax credit. All right. It is an incentive, but it's the solar ITC, solar investment tax credit. You're gonna hear him say the solar ITC. Good stuff. Thank you, Ms. Karen. So, guys, we're looking for that document. I know Senior Ms. Karen is going to email. We're going to shortly be speaking with Pastor Ms. Annie about it, and we're going to incorporate that some type way as well to show people the difference when you got that tax credit. And the tax credit is phenomenal. I completed the tax course by a multi-millionaire, 10 years ago, I think, January, May, or that's last month. Yeah. 10 years, show my increased paychecks, and I taught myself how to increase retirement checks. I did tax with Jackson Hewitt for 4 years as well. I spoke with a district manager, DM, with Liberty I guess it's been 2 weeks ago now. And of course, what I thought the way the tax credit worked, it does, but I still like to confirm things. The solar investment tax credit, of course, is dual. It works dual. So if somebody, let's just say your tax credit from your solar panels, and the tax credit is 30% of the solar installation. So what it costs to for your solar panels, the government's gonna give you a credit on it. So if your solar panels, let's just say, was $30-some thousand, you already know it's gonna be like a $10,000 tax credit, because 30% of 30-some thousand is gonna be around $10,000. It's like 35,000. It is $10,000. Everybody got it. So with that tax credit, I say you got $10,000 in your tax credit. You owe the government $3,000. Well, they're gonna, instead of you got to pay the government that $3,000, they're gonna pull it from your solar investment tax credit. So that means you got $7,000 left of that tax credit. Now, the remainder may pay out in a refund of, $3,000 or $2,000 or the entire part. But when your tax preparer, CPA, or accountant put those numbers in, then you will know how it's going to pay out, because it may pay out $3,000 and then carry the other part of that credit over to the next year, because you'll have until 2032 to use the tax credit. You may use it in the first year, all of it. It may be 2 years. You know what I mean? But if you have more left over, you still got the 2032 to use it. Everybody got it? Because the government extended the solar investment tax credit in 2022 for 10 years. They extended it and they increased it. It's at 30%. That's amazing. I'm getting $9,900 for mine. All right. I'm definitely going to see the tax folks today. You will. All right. Or they may be coming to see me. We'll see. All right, but nevertheless, we're going to be coming down the pipe. That's going to be coming down the pipe. That's going to be beautifully incentivize people. Guys, there's money in the air. There's people getting tax money, refund money. You want to be connecting with people not playing. This is the time right now. And for you guys that are tax professionals, there is no way that a person should walk out of your office without doing solar. You just say, why do I say that? Because number one, if they need money, the solar gonna get it quicker than anything. Period. There's nothing doing the numbers like solar. Nothing on the planet legally. Okay, where everyday individual can do it. Nothing. Okay, third grade, fifth grade education you can do is just simple stuff. Okay, you just connect and collect the solar bill, upload it, and then the solar pro do the work, and you listen and get paid. There's nothing simpler than that. Now watch this. Now watch this. The big deal too with the tax professionals, your people that have been in a struggle, and most people, I ain't gonna say most people. There's a large percentage of people now that when they get their money, they want to do better things. Some people still gonna do stupid stuff. Yeah, you with me? But there's more people now that's looking. I want to start a business. I want to invest in a business. What better business to be in than with your tax preparer, CPA, or accountant? You don't want them to walk out the door and come back later when they broke and struggling. While they got the money in their hand, they need to be investing $99 and then $49.97 a month. You with me? And they want to take that $49.97 and pay and put $300 towards or whatever. They good for that. So they good for months. You got to set them up. You already got the customer. And if they owe the government, they definitely need to be a part of this deal. Why? Because a home-based business gonna give them more write-off than anything else, than a traditional business. So for my CPAs, my tax preparers, my accountants, you're in that space. That's how you need to be operating. If you're not in that space, you need to be telling your tax preparer, your accountant, they can make some serious money right now in solar because of the solar investment tax credit. But not only that, the clients will partner with them. This making sense? Explanations are fire, tools, and systems and processes work for me. Everybody follow me. And now here's one of the peaks you can do too in screenshot. This is it. Excited news. I've uncovered, and I like that to be in red. And I normally put red, so you got to see the red exclamation points by that. The reason why I put the red exclamation points by that, so it really gives people's attention. And the best time to do that is when? Now. Why? Because urgency is a wealth principle. So let's go to my phone and do this. So look at this right here. Here's why it's a game changer. A+ rating, available in 23 states with more to come, rapid installation. Right there. Sometimes what I do, I send screenshots. I'll screenshot that top part of it right here. Exciting news. I've uncovered this is that. And I start right there, the only solar comp plan with passive income. 7 years of proven success. So whatever can fit in there, and then I send them another one. Why? Because most people like pictures. They want to see something. They like more visual, more video, more visual pictures. People will look at it quicker than reading something. So what I do with this, sometimes I actually screenshot it. Everybody follow. You don't know how to screenshot, you need to learn how. Sure, there's plenty of YouTube video on your cousin, your daughter, your grandchild, niece, nephew. Somebody can show you how to do it real simple. Okay? And if you don't figure it out in real time, don't be concerned about it. Keep moving. Don't let challenges delay you. Let's help these people lower these bills and get to that money, honey. There's people in trouble right now. And my seasoned folks, you know how my heart is and goes out to my seasoned people. I think about my seasoned people, my seniors going to bed cold, or they don't even have monies to fulfill a prescription, a full prescription. Okay? So we got work to do. We have solutions. We have what? Solutions. Peak 3. So for some individuals, we're still under the realtors one. You send this to realtors right here. But copy and paste. 37-second snapshot. Realtors on. That's all you got to do, copy and paste. So this is pretty simple for where you see it. Why? Because you don't have to figure out anything. It's all there. Everybody with me? Any questions, please ask. Okay. Okay, so we added that. Now let's go to Pique 3. Hopefully you guys got the document up. And guys, for people that know Eric Thomas, people that's in the personal development, right away, you need to make sure they got Mr. Eric Thomas included in there, Dr. Eric Thomas. He's the #1 motivational speaker right now. You got to leverage that to your advantage. Some people don't know who Mr. Eric Thomas is, Dr. Eric Thomas is, but some do. A lot of people know. He has a huge following. He's the #1 motivational speaker in the world. Some people know him. And just because of him, but some people come in this business because of who he is and his credibility. Okay? All right, let's go back here. Okay, we was there where the realtors are. Now, that's the snapshot. You're taking that, and it's got the videos once again. It has a 37-second video. This was for your realtors insurance agents. And look, this I talked to some of my people. Look, this is Miss D. She owned her own title company out in Charlotte. She's the first indigenous person, I want to say in North Carolina, maybe the U.S., that got her own title company as a female. So, as a queen, pretty impressive. But look what I told her. This is how some of the people you got to do. She's been checking out stuff, and she does international real estate as well. She's doing big things now. So she got her own title company and she got her own real estate company. And I said, great morning, Miss D. Stop playing. Let's get together. 38 minutes solar value, boom, boom, boom. I sent that to her. So some of your people that's very productive, that's doing things, because busy people are broke. Productive people is making it happen. Everybody follow? Most busy people broke. You want to get productive. So here you go. Solar homes sell faster. Now, here come the clergy, chief apostles, bishops, and their leadership, nonprofit. Guys, remember, people of influence, you want to deal with chiefs. Explanations are fired. Tools, systems, and processes work for me. Explanations are fired. Tools, systems, and processes work for me. Explanations are fired, and tools, systems, and processes work for me. Explanations are fired, and tools, systems, and processes work for me. Explanations are fired. Tools, systems, and processes work for me. Explanations are fired. Tools, systems, and processes work for me. Explanations are fire, tools, systems, and processes work for me. Okay? Now, look at here. One of my, I think we did went to science school. I think it was a few years older than her. This young lady right here is out in Charlotte, Miss Natalie. She does fundraiser. She connected fundraiser. I went straight right at her with $1,000 because I know where she at and I know what she doing. I know what she needs. So I went right at her with $1,000. Look what I said. Great morning, Miss Natalie. This is an excellent fundraiser for your nonprofit and nonprofits. Enroll as a free solar ambassador and $1,000 per referral from your supporters that go solar. Let's get together. 21-second video per deal. Per customer or deal per month, average $17.50 without building a team. Without building a team. People love to hear that. Some people don't want to talk to people, don't want to deal with people. You don't have to here and still make all that kind of money. But of course, I'm like Mr. J. Paul Getty. Mr. J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people efforts and earnings than have 100% of my own. First of all, Mr. J. Paul Getty is one of the first documented billionaires in the United States of America. He said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people efforts and earnings than a 100% of my own earnings. This is why most people are in the shape they're in, because they only got 100% of what they do. When you only got 100% of what you do, when you stop, what happens to the money? It stops. This is why you build a brokerage. Y'all with me? And how do you build a brokerage? Number one, you build people. That's number one. You build people. Number two, you create a family culture. The family unit is the most powerful unit on the planet. That's why WPGW is a family culture. So number one, you build people. How do you build people? Spiritual wealth, emotional wealth, mental wealth, physical and financial. You got to build them spiritual. You got to build them emotional. You got to build them mental. Two, the family culture. And three, what is three? You create the team. When you build the people, you create the family culture and implement that family culture. Three, as a result, you're going to create a dynamic team out of this world. So I don't build teams, I build people. That makes sense? All right. I get sent her the 21-second video. That's what you want to do. 21-second solar part-time career. See, in 21 seconds, she's seen that. I shared this also on her timeline or responded to one of her comments when she was responding, so other people can see it. You follow? And I said, and then right here with this peak here, some people you just start off like this right here. Let's think about it. You're dealing with ministry and nonprofits, right? Some of us dealing with, a lot of us dealing with ministries and nonprofits. So, say for example, you're in a place, a location, a church, a meeting, and they say, look, we got to raise more money. We need to do this. We need to start this. We need to add this. We need to do this. We need to do that. Anybody got any suggestions? Yeah, I have a suggestion. I'll give you $500, you and or the ministry, after each solar install and each parishioners install $300. How does that sound? They say, what are you talking about? What do you mean solar? This, that, that, yeah. This is what I'm going to do. Now, I connect my success coach and mentor. He worked with a lot of nonprofits. He's helped nonprofits over the years. He's out in the communities all around the country. He worked tirelessly to help people, the household of faith, to help nonprofits, to help people, period, in communities. So give me 2 days and 2 times, and I can put you on the line with him, or either a sit down. This depends on what part of the country you're in, or if he's in the country. But give me 2 days and 2 times. I connect with him, see which time works best for him, and then I connect with you. And when you tell them that you want to be contacting me right then, matter of fact, contact me right then. The best time to do something is then. Urgency is the wealth principle. So you say, hold on, let me see, can I get him on the phone right now? It may be a possibility. And you call me, hey, oh, Keenan, oh my goodness, you answer. Listen, I'm right here with my pastor. I'm right here with a nonprofit leader. I'm right here with the president of the Geek Club, or whatever it is. And I was telling them that, I'll be able to give them, and I'm connecting them to you, but I sent you the information. All right. And one or two things gonna happen. I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm in the middle of something right now. That's fine. I'm like, oh, put the pastor on, put the bishop on, put the non-priest, put the president of the club on really quick. Hey, president of the club, how you doing? Yeah, what you got going on in your ministry? I do got 2 or 3 minutes real quick. What you got going on? Well, we got this, we need this to happen. Okay, oh man, we can easily take care of that. We can come up with a strategy and so on and help you. But what's a good time we're gonna sit down? Well, I don't know. Maybe I got to get my assistant, or let me look at it. Okay, cool. Well, connect with Miss Mary. Give her that time. Give Miss Karen that. Okay. Give the information, Miss Jewel. She'll let me know. I decide on a time. I just reinforce you. Give her 2 days and 2 times, and I decide on one of those times what works for me. And I'm looking forward to meeting and seeing with you. All right, y'all have a blessed one. I'm out. You've made a connection. Even if I didn't pick up, you want to leave a voicemail. You want to send me that text and let me know what you got going on. And for you guys that start just moving, I'm going to give you access to the WPGW calendar, put appointments up there. Okay? So you can put it up there. That's something I'm going to be looking over the next 24, 48 hours, get the WPGW calendar up and going. It's rolling, but I clicked on the link the other day from my text, and maybe they made some updates or something. I don't know. But some of you guys are going to be adding, so you can add stuff to the calendar. But whether you are in the position to add something to the WPGW calendar or you're able to view the calendar, either way, you need to be able to view it and add things, either or. Everybody follow me? And now, I just gave you an example. If you was there at a meeting or event and people was talking about money, they need fundraising, they need this and that, and people always talking about nonprofits always needed money. All right, and we can do that. We can help them for all their referrals. And the reason why I start out with 500 sometimes because it's leverage. It's $500, and I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do. We actually do 1,000. Why? Because they can come as a free ambassador, and they're gonna give them $1,000, depending on the size of the system. They're gonna give them 500 or 1,000. 6 kilowatt system, I'm gonna say is 500. 6 kilowatt, 6.01, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember that correctly, it is gonna be $1,000. So it has to be bigger than a 6.01 kilowatt system, right? And 6 kilowatt system is just like, 15 panels, something like that, right? 16 panels. So basically, they're not about to be giving $1,000 for a small system, right? That makes sense. Okay. Here we go. Any questions? Now, here is, let's see here. Here is, let's look at, I just gave you an example in person. Now I'm gonna give you an example, different example, if you was in person, okay? So you already know somebody want to raise money. You already know they're a nonprofit leader. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? I'm doing well. You still got it nonprofit? Yeah, girl. Or yeah, bro. Look, I still got it. And but things are tough. People ain't donating like that. It's been heavy the last couple of years. Ever since the virus, stuff's been a struggle. If you're taking notes, write down, ask questions. Professionals in this industry ask questions. You gotta ask questions. Gotta ask questions. So now Lisa just told you things are being slow because of the virus. People ain't donating, people ain't gifting like that anymore. So this is the question I would ask Lisa. I said, Lisa, are you serious about changing that? What is Lisa gonna say? She'll say yes. Okay, this is what I'll do. I give you $500 and or your nonprofit after each solar install. And I got to put solar because some people don't know that you're in and they may know you are. After each solar install and each parishioners install $300. And it's supposed to be your ministry and leadership. Okay? So we're giving their leadership that same amount of monies. And then we're going to give their parishioners or supporters, we're going to give them $300. That supporter can give them half of that money to that organization and keep that money, whatever. That's over them. But we're going to be a blessing to them and their parishioners or supporters. And this place, it was the parishioners because we are the clergy and nonprofits, okay? Did I put nonprofits up here? Clergy. Any questions? Any questions? We're getting ready to wrap it up in another 10, 15 minutes. I think we'll be about in an hour. I'm doing them in hour increments. Okay. Yeah, clergy, chief, yeah, nonprofits. So nonprofits, yes, good deal. So this is what we need to do here. Supporters install, okay? All right. So Lisa, like that sounds good. Well, I don't really know nothing about solar and this and that. No, that's fine. I'm gonna send you a little bit about solar. All right. I'm sending you my virtual or one of my partners or pastor such and such or this not the person. I'm gonna send you there. It's like 30 minutes. Check that out. And then from there, I connect you my success coach or mentor. Now, this is the deal, guys. For some nonprofits, depending on where they are, they're gonna want to talk to me before they look at anything. So offer to connect them to me directly first. Get it 2 days and 2 times for 5 to 10 minutes to connect, or either sit down, and then we take it from there. But when you say this to them, how does that sound? You want to please pause. Don't talk. Don't keep talking. When you ask them how does that sound, pause and wait for their response. Or you can partner with me and start your own solo brochures like realtors for one time. Because some people, when you look at their facial expressions, they're gonna be like, oh, they might ask you when after that pause, when you pause, they might like, well, hey, can I get paid on what is there more money to be made? $500 and yeah, you can partner with me and get it on average split 1750 to 3500. That can help your organization even more. What does that look like? It's $99.97. Let me put 99.97. Investment one time and only 49.9. And by the way, it's a tax write-off. 49.95 a month. And you don't start the 49.95 a month until when? The second month. Any questions? How you guys doing over there? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful, thank you. I'll go back and put it in my positive later. Oh, it's gonna give it to me. It doesn't begin until when? When does it begin? Second month. Any questions? And of course, by the way, it's all a tax write-off. Any questions? Now, for some people, you can put this one right here. In the 23 states or markets, of course, there's more markets in the 23 states. This is not the height talking to 1,000 people program. I'm only working with 12 to 21 leaders. We are serial entrepreneurs. That if you got multiple business, I'm looking at connect with 12 leaders. If you don't have multiple businesses, then there's a peak for you. All you would say, hey, this is not the hype on 100,000 people. My success coach and mentor said we're only working with 12 to 21 people. He's a serial entrepreneur and social entrepreneur. Customer peaks. Here's customer peaks. This is collecting the bill. We're doing 20 bills a week. That's our focus. I mentioned this earlier, 20 bills a week. And here it goes. Hey, Tony, how you doing? If you don't normally say, hey, Tony, say, what's up, Tony? Or brother, whatever. However you normally greet somebody, greet them the same. Because they be like, who are you? What are you doing? What are you talking about? Hey, Tony. What's up, Tony? What's been happening? What's popping? What's cracking? Or, hey, Tony, how you doing? That's just how we talk. Great morning, Tony. How are you? Listen, I'm so excited. I started a new project in solar energy. Right now, I'm in the process of getting all my certifications. We're currently in 23 states, including New Jersey. Name whatever state you're calling them in. My goal is to collect 20 bills a week in New Jersey, and the Solar Bro do a free complimentary savings analysis. You're not obligated to do anything now, Tony. But if you like the results, you can definitely take advantage of it. Can I count on you? All right. Remember, they need to be homeowners. If they're not homeowners, then guess what? Hey, listen, you get me to you can ask for referrals of people that own homes. If Tony's not a homeowner, then Tony knows somebody who owns a home. Okay? And there it is. They go to stop sign. Always ask for referrals. Always ask for referrals. Now watch this. For Tony, this is what you say. Would you send me a picture of the light bill and the best time on Monday to put you on the phone on the Zoom with a Solar Pro for a free complimentary savings analysis, 45 minutes to an hour. So that's what you need from. So would you send me a picture of the light bill and the best time on Monday? Okay. And also, what else do we need from Tony? What else? What else we need from Mr. Tony? Somebody want to tell me? What else we need from Mr. Tony submitting this bill? What information do we need? We need something else. What do we need? What do we need? I guess, okay, good. What do we need from him?
Hear me, sir?
I can hear you now. Or you wait when you type it out and then say it. Boy, you really smart. I like how you get down. What else do we need from Tony? Mr. Tony, what do we need?
To find out if it's got at least 650 credit score. That's
No,
one of them.
I wouldn't ask him about that. It depends now. If I know the individual, it depends because some people you're gonna run them off. I'm glad Senior Rights Miss Karen said that. I ain't asking nobody if they got a 650 credit score. For some people, they ain't. No. The reason why I wouldn't say that, in most cases, I'm not gonna ask them because some people are like, well, I don't know. I might not. I don't know. Let me get back with you. Let me check to see my credit score. They got to go check the credits. Now, some people got their stuff right on hand, right on their apps, right on the computers, but most people, they ain't living like that. Let me get back with you. Get back with you, it'd be 3 months, 6 months later, or never, ever. So I ain't asking for that. You with me? So you can pre-screen your people because a lot of your people, your family, friends, associates, this is one market. You know how they living. You know that they maybe got a 6. They maybe have it close to it, maybe over. But put them on the line with the free savings analysis. Cause when they see the savings analysis, what they're gonna be saving with going solar, the benefits, their 30 their solar ITC investment tax credit. When they see these things, they're like, oh baby, wow. Now my credit score is 600, and I need to get it to 650. They got a lot of reason to get it to 650 now. Now you ain't got to be calling back and forth. Did you take your credit score, Tony? What they said was no. When you show Mr. Tony the benefits, Mr. Tony gonna go into action to get that stuff in order. If he see it, if he don't see the big picture, then that's on him. At least he knew what he was gonna save in the benefits. You follow me? So some people, I'm not saying nothing about no credit score. Period. I want them on there. I want them on there that free savings analysis. And one thing too, guys, Mr. Madison is our Solar Pro, okay? Until I close out, until you close out Solar Pro. This is what I want you to understand though. This is how you can do it. If you show somebody one of the grand openings, get them on the line with me, answer their questions. When they get on the line with a Solar Pro, we can close it in 15 and 30 minutes and have them off the line. Because I already entertained their questions. They didn't have seen the 30-minute video. They know what's going on and the potential, the savings. They know all this stuff. They know that the energy companies rate, they know all this stuff. So when a Solar Pro get up there, 15, 30 minutes is a done deal. Everybody got it? And that's going to be the standard. We're going to be doing deals in 15, 30 minutes because the people already seen the information and we didn't answer the question. So we need Mr. Tony email address. I'm glad you said that, Senior Vice President, Ms. Karen. All right, so would you send me a picture of your light bill and the best time on Monday to put you on a Zoom with a Solar Pro for a free consultation for an hour? And watch this, family. You got to get all this in one call, so you ain't back and forth. Your time is your currency. Your time is your currency, right? And your time is your money, honey. And what you do with the money is vitally and very important. Very and vitally important. Everybody with me? Okay, here we go. To an hour, or Would you send me a picture like be a time on Monday to put you on a Zoom with a solar pro for a free comment for 42 hours? Or is there another? Sometimes I'm not going to ask people for another day and time, depending on who I'm talking to, because some people procrastinate. They'll put it off, let's say a week from now, 3 days. Sometimes I say, what's the best time on Monday? Or what's the best time in the next 24, 48 hours? Or is there another time that works for you? Some people that serial entrepreneurs got multiple businesses, I give them that. And then sometimes if they procrastinate, I'm going to say the next 24, 48 hours. Is there another time that works best for you? You give people choices, and they're going to generally choose one of the choices. That's why you give them choice. Okay? So here, let me add, would you send me a picture of the light bill and the best time on Monday that works best to put you on the Zoom? And if you want to guide them in the afternoon, because you know the solar pros are available in the afternoon, you're going to say, what's the best time on Monday after 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Always use 1 p.m. Eastern Standard or Central Time, whatever time zone you in, you want to be utilizing that. Because if you're serious about this business, you're going to be dealing with people in different time zones, in different countries, different states, and the whole nine. I can guarantee you this. Okay? So get into the habit. Or if you don't, it's going to cost you. So you're going to set up some appointments and have people set up a group of people, have 20, 30 people. You just bring in, now you about to open up the deal, and you've told them Central Time, and they on the West Coast. So do these habits now. That's why you see me putting Eastern Standard and so on and Central, whatever, however it is there. Everybody got it? Any questions? What's your email address? That's the other thing you got to do to fulfill the lead when you do it. Everybody got it? There it is. Contacts. And two, when you're talking to individuals, you have that lead up. I mean, you want to have that form up. So when you contacting somebody, that's the information you need right there. Right, that's it. So there go Mr. Madison. So when you know you contacting somebody for a lead, I mean for a deal, for a bill, then there it is right there. Have the information already ready. You know their name, not no nickname, their government name, and you may not have the email. As soon as they give it to you, you putting it in. If you're not in a position to put it in, you're writing it down. The other deal is utility provider. Even though they sending you that bill, ask them the utility provider as well. Okay? Of course, it's going to be on the bill. Their address is going to be up there too. And there you have it. Okay? Any questions?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's your question?
It's not a question, but it's to make sure that if they are married or have a significant other, to make sure that they would be present as well.
We ain't there yet. This is just getting the bill.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I like the way you're thinking. You in proactive mode. Good stuff. All right. So this is just getting the bill. All right. Utility provider. That's what I wanted. Oh, y'all see how I do it. Utility provider. Yeah. Let's see how it's going to go over here. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Now, that concludes part 2. All right. Now, you're going to see some other peaks up here as well. That's if you have a business, if you have businesses. Okay, grab them in. How you doing, Story? Listen, I'm so excited I had soda as another business. That's if you have businesses or a business. Okay. Yourself. You say you added another business. Okay. Right now, I'm in the process of getting my certification. So that's if you have a business. Great afternoon, Ms. Annie. How are you doing this glorious day? Listen, I'm so excited. I've added solar energy as another business. Right now, I'm in the process of getting all my certification with 23 states. including North Carolina. My goal is collect 20 bills a week in North Carolina. Solar Pro do it free, boom, 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 yada, yada, yada. Everybody got it. And there it is. How'd I lower my light bill increase? Look at that. Copy and paste. You want to screenshot this so people can see the colors. You want people to see the colors. Making sense? And you can go and add the colors to them yourself. Screenshot it. It gets more attention. That's 11-minute video right there. How to lower the benefits, taxes right there. That's something you can send to the tax preparers, CPAs. How I lower my light bill, increase 30-minute plus educational session right there. 40-minute breakdown. That's a 40-minute breakdown idea. Solar simply explains solar benefits for homeowners and renters of homes. Landlord benefits to a pastor church partnership for real estate professionals. You want to check that out. Inviting customers to a live solar educational session. Guys, you go through these right here, and there you have it. The next thing that I'm going to train on, you got the different peaks right here. When inviting them out to the Millionaires Club deal, I got to change Tuesday because it's Thursday. Tuesday is training. So it's just to be Thursday invite now. Everybody got that? Any questions? Look at the physical location invite. Inviting gets to a physical location. For some people, you just don't talk about nothing. Look, I'm launching something new. You got to be there. What is it about? You got to tell them, no, this is a surprise. You ain't gonna believe it. This is heavy right here. What is it? Give me a hint. No, I see you there. Get off the line. Some people you don't need to say nothing about no solo. You just invite them. That's it. Okay? Some people you tricking people. No, I'm not. Some people you helping them. Some people you may need to trick. There's some stories that would tell you in this industry. I've been in this industry 14 years in May, in a few months, 14 years. And there's some people that tell you they glad they was tricked because they became millionaires and multi-millionaires. They had friends that's bigger than money now. They have a family that's bigger than any dollar amount, any car, any house you could say and see because somebody did trick. Because if they would have just told them straight up, they wouldn't have did it. They'd have talked themselves out of it. They did all kinds of stuff. Okay? If you're new, great morning. I'm working on a new project with some amazing people to bless millions of families simultaneously, generate some extra money. Would you block your calendar to be my VIP guest? And you give them a location. And you can do the same thing, inviting them to a WPGW Solar I&I virtual educational session, solar educational session. Great morning, blah, 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 blah. This is good. Now, this one is good right here. Look at this conversation. You're not going to believe it. I've been invited to a pre-launch with serial entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs, business. Some already wealthy and millionaires. Some are gonna say invited by who, and then they asking the question in their head, or they gonna physically ask you that question or verbally ask you that question. Invited by who? My success coach and mentor, King Nurtai, yada yada yada. Do you know him? You don't know him? Then you do the edify. You see? I said send one of my brief bios, which is up top. And here goes some great scripts from the Millionaires Club. Mr. Marshall Forson and Miss Ashley Cooper out of Chicago. Here's some great peaks and scripts that they use as well. And I've used some of these, right? But here is different peaks. Any question? My third training is going to be on the part of this is doing three-way calls and phase. Book an educational session from an educational session. We thank everybody for dialing in. Part 2, I upload this. This should be ready in an hour or two. I'm going to post it. We're getting ready for the run. I'm starting next week, 20 bills a week. That's where I'm at, okay? I'm going to build an elite team. The individuals that want to do 50,000, 100,000, $500,000, $1 million a month, they will be a different call. They will be different trainings after the next week or two. And it ain't gonna be you saying that you're gonna do 50,000, 100,000, or 500,000 a month. It's gonna be when I create that group me of the elite. When I create the page of the elite, it's going to be just like this right here. We're going to have accountability. We're going to hit our numbers. When you ain't doing what you say you're going to do, you out of the elite group. You can go, do the documents and do the regular stuff. That's fine. And I'm not upset with you. I promise you I'm not. Okay? But I'm going to work with the people. This is why I'm creating the documents and trainings. So people that want to do $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month, they got the trainings to take them through it. Okay? Because when you're working with me directly, I'm going to be training you on site and pointing you where you need to go and what you need to do. All right? Any questions before we close it out? All right. We thank everybody for dialing in today, for Zoom, on our GoToMeeting platform, man. It's great to see you all out there. As I say, as I travel around the country, I love each and every one of you guys, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. But more importantly, love yourself more than anything else on this planet outside of God. And outside of God, love yourself more than anything else on this planet. I promise you, to truly love others, you must love yourself first. This is King Unit Titanium, Andre Waters, and I approve this message. God bless you. Enjoy your day.